Hello, welcome back to Steve Ball Show. This week is going to be a quick video. So it's just going to be Steve, Joe's, and Bill's picks, NFL picks for week 4. So the first game is the Packers versus the Lions. Joe says the Packers win 28-24. Bill says the Lions win 30 to 31-24. I kind of I kind of agree with Joe. I think the Packers will win this game. I think they will edge this game out, where they come down last minute and win it by a touchdown. I think they win. I think the Packers win 28-21 against the Lions. The next game is the Jaguars and Falcons. I think. Oh, Bill says the Jaguars win 27-23 against the Falcons. Joe says the Jaguars win 34-21. I agree. I think the Jaguars are just a better team than the Falcons at this point. I think that it's going to be maybe a blowout. I think that I think the Jaguars win 35-17 against the Falcons, where I think Trevor Lawrence has one rushing touchdown. I think ETN has a rushing touchdown. Evan Ingram has a touchdown, and Calvin Ridley has a touchdown. So I think the Jaguars are just better at this point against the Falcons. So I think the Jaguars win this game. The next game is the Los Angeles Rams versus the Indianapolis Colts. Joe says the Rams win 32-17. Bill says the Rams win 28-24. I kind of agree. I think the Rams are just a better team at this point. The Colts are a young team. I don't know if Anthony Richardson's playing, or Gardner Minshew. So I think that the Puka will have a touchdown. Higbee will have a touchdown. Maybe the defense have a touchdown. I think it's going to be a blowout, where the Rams win easily. I think they win this game 31-17 against the Colts. The next game is the Baltimore Ravens versus the Cleveland Browns. Joe says the Ravens win 32-21. Bill says the Browns win 26-24. I kind of agree. I think the Browns are just maybe a little better than the Ravens at this point. I think it's come down to a last minute touchdown where not Nick Chubb, because he got hurt. Hopefully he gets better quickly. It comes down to a last minute touchdown by Kareem Hunt. I think the Browns win this game over the Ravens 28-21 against the Ravens. Next game is the Minnesota Vikings versus the Carolina Panthers. Bill says the Vikings win 20-17 against the Panthers. Joe says the Panthers win 32-30. I kind of agree. I think the Panthers find a way to win this game somehow against the Vikings. The Vikings are okay team, but they're struggling at this moment, and I don't know how they're going to fix the problems they have. And the Panthers are a young team, so I kind of agree with Joey. I think it'll be a high-scoring game. I think the Panthers win this game, but I think the Panthers win this game by a field goal. I think they win 33-30 against the Vikings. Next game is the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Tennessee Titans. Bill says the Bengals win 30-26. Joe says the Bengals win 28-17. I kind of agree. I think Joe Burrow, I think he's maybe found his groove last week. So I think it'll be a close game, where I think that the Bengals win on the last second field goal by their kicker. I forget his Evan. I forget his name, but McPherson, I think his name is. So I think it goes down the field and they score a last minute field goal. I think they win 24-21 against the Titans. The Bengals win. Next game is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the New Orleans Saints. Um, Bill says the Saints win 24-17. Joe says the Bucks win 30-27. I agree with Joe. I think because of Derek Carr getting hurt, I think the Bucks, they're gonna play better than they did last week against the Eagles. I think they bounce back, and I do think they play like Joe. I agree with Joe's score. I think they win 30-27. I think that maybe Mike Evans has one touchdown, Chris Godwin has a touchdown, and the running back has one touchdown. So I think they win this game 30-27. The Bucks win against the Saints. The next game is the Miami Dolphins versus Buffalo Bills. Joe says the Bills win 42-38. Bill says the Dolphins win 42-34. I kind of agree. I think the Dolphins at this point are just a better team than the Bills. Don't get me wrong, the Bills are a good team, but I think it'll be a good high scoring game where the where the Dolphins win last second. I think they win 42 to 35. I think that Tyreek Hill has a touchdown, maybe two touchdowns. Waddle has a touchdown. Mostert has two touchdowns. Maybe two has a touchdown. So I just think the Dolphins are just a little better than the Bills at this point. So I think the Dolphins win this game 42-35. The next game is the Denver Broncos versus the Chicago Bears. Joe says the Broncos win 20-17. Bill says the Broncos win 31-24. I agree. I think the Broncos, even though both teams are bad, I just think the Broncos are a little better than the Bears. I think the Broncos find a way to win their first game. I think Russell Wilson plays okay enough to get down the field and score a couple touchdowns to Jerry Jeudy and Sutton, and maybe the running back has a touchdown. So I think I think that the Broncos win. Like Joe said, 28-17. The Broncos win. The next game is the Washington Commanders versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Joe says the Eagles win 30-14. Bill says the Eagles win 31-17. I agree. I think the Eagles will blow out the Commanders. The Commanders are not that good of a team. Howell's a rookie. I think the Eagles bring pressure. And I think Jalen Carter has a sack, maybe a sack, fumble, a touchdown. And I think that A.J. Brown has one touchdown. Devontae Smith has a touchdown. Swift has a touchdown. I just think they win big. I think they win 35-7 against the Commanders. The Eagles win. The next game is the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Houston Texans. Bill says the Texans win 28-25. 28-25. Joe says the Steelers win 21-17. I agree with Bill. I think the Texans somehow win this game. I think they are a little bit better than the Steelers at this point. I think it'll be a close game. So I think that they win 35-28. The Texans win against the Steelers. The next game is the Las Vegas Raiders versus the LA Chargers. Joe says the Chargers win 40-32. Bill says the Chargers win 27-24. I agree. I think that the Chargers are just a better team right now than the Raiders. Even though the Raiders are okay, I just don't think they'll win this game. I think that Eckler will have a good game, and I think Keenan Allen will have a good game, like a touchdown, and maybe Justin Herbert rushes for a touchdown. I think I agree with Joe's score. I think the Chargers win 40-32. Because don't get me wrong, I think the Raiders are okay, but they just need to figure things out right now. So I think the Chargers win 40-32 this week. The next game is the Arizona Cardinals or San Francisco 49ers. Joe says the Niners win 45-28. Bill says the Niners win 34-14. I agree. I think the Niners are way, way, way better than the Cardinals. Even though the Cardinals somehow beat the Cowgirls last week, I think the 49ers are just way, way, way better. They have way better defense, way better offense. So I think Kittle has a touchdown. Deebo Samuel has a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey has 2 touchdowns. I think they win a blowout fashion. I say that the Niners win against the Cardinals. I say they win 45-7 against the Cardinals. The next game is the New England Patriots versus the Dallas Cowgirls or Dallas Cowboys. Bill says the Patriots win 25-20. Joe says the Cowboys win 30-14. I agree with Bill. I think the Cowgirls will lose again. I think the Patriots find a way to win this game. I think they win a close game, and I think they win 35-31. The Cowgirls, or not the Cowgirls, the Patriots win against the Cowboys. The next game is the Kansas City Chiefs versus the New York Jets. Joe says the Chiefs win 40-14. Bill says the Chiefs win 45-17. I agree. I think it's going to be a blowout. Zach Wilson isn't a good quarterback, so even though they have weapons like Wilson and Alan Lazard, and they have a good running back, I just think that, and they have a good defense. I just think that the Chiefs are just way better than the Jets. They are the defending Super Bowl champs for a reason. So I just think Mahomes has a field day. I think Kelsey has 2 touchdowns. Pacheco has a touchdown. What's it called? Scanlon has a touchdown. I think they win in a blowout fashion against the Jets. I think the Chiefs defense has a monster game. So I think they win. I'm going to say the Chiefs win 50. Let me say it again. I think Chiefs win 50-14 against the Jets. The next and final game is the Seattle Seahawks versus the New York Giants. Joe says the Seahawks win 20-20. Bill says the Seahawks win 30-23. I kind of agree. I think the Giants are just not that good. They just got lucky last year. I think it'll be a close game, and I think that the Seahawks win by 2 touchdowns. I think they win 34-21 against the Giants, and the Seahawks have a way better game. So thanks for watching the Steve Ball Show this week. Hope all your teams win this week. Besides the Cheatriots, the Cowgirls, the Giants, the Commanders, and then you have a good NFL Sunday. Go Eagles! And thanks for watching. Please subscribe at the Steve Ball Show on YouTube. Thank you.